So as we get started this evening, and it's always hard to go first, but I'd like to talk about our first inductee, a three-sport bantam whose records in the pool stood up for nearly 30 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Denise Jones.
In the class of 1980, in the sports of softball, swimming and diving, and track and field, Denise Jones.
I was a teacher and a coach at Hartford Public High School, and I met Denise in a swimming class. She had the most natural whip kick, breaststroke kick, of anyone you can imagine, and she was not on a competitive swim team prior to that. I was very persistent and encouraged her to come out for the swim team. I did not want that talent to go to waste. She was a born natural swimmer in breaststroke, which is probably the most difficult strokes to teach. No one had that natural propulsion force and the mechanical stroke that she had. She had an inner strength and the self-determination that she was going to succeed in the swimming pool, in the classroom. She did it in high school, and she certainly did it at college. Her Trinity coach, Chet McPhee, she swam for him for 4 years. She kept on breaking records. She was improving all the time. She was a year on the track team, and then she was 2 years playing softball, and she carries everything over. She played softball in the Greater Hartford Women's Softball League, and she was an all-star 1985, 86, 87, just an amazing athlete. I think Coach McPhee is looking down with her in spirit and very proud of her. Like he said in the 1980 yearbook, they won many events and swim meets because of stupendous Denise Jones. She definitely belongs in the Trinity College Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, join me in congratulating Denise Jones.
So to those of you who know me, you probably know I love to talk, but giving speeches, not so much. To that end, I decided to thank those who along the way have become part of the team with who this honor is shared. First, thanks to my mom and basically all parents of a generation who told us to go outside and play. It's truly amazing to note that many of the skills that you need to be successful as an adult are first present on the playground. Next, a thank you to my 6th grade phys ed teacher who allowed me extra attempts to dive into the deep end and swim to the shallow end to pass my beginner swimming test. Unfortunately, I failed miserably. I was told I'd have to repeat the class the following year. I was absolutely horrified at the thought of being a 7th grader in a class of 6th grade beginners. That ultimately pushed me to take lessons over the summer at Pope Park so I could catch up to my classmates. Special thanks to former Hartford Public High School swim coaches and instructors Ralph Fiola for seeing a talent in me that I did not know existed, and Betty O'Connor Gunn, who's here tonight tormenting me, for pushing me to beyond limits I didn't think I could reach. Coach O'Connor believed in her swimmers even when we doubted ourselves. Thank you also to the late, great Trinity women's swim coach, Chet McPhee. Chet reluctantly took on the reins of the women's team in its infancy. Chet often worried that early on he didn't know how to coach women. He once said to me, "I have 2 sons at home and a wife. I certainly don't coach her." But as I said to him, "You still know how to coach," and he did. Chet took us from a 2-7 team our first year to a 6-4 team in the 4th year with many postseason accolades. And to all of my teammates who supported me in who supported each other through the ups and downs of our sports, thanks for pushing me when I needed it and backing off when I needed to figure it out myself. And finally, a special thanks to President Berger Sweeney, Athletic Director Drew Galbraith, and everyone on their staff behind the scenes and in front of house tonight who worked so diligently to pull together this event. Your hard work is very much appreciated. Thank you.